Hello, welcome to Glosh Games. This video will be a little bit of a different style, as it isn't much of a devlog, but instead it's a little bit of a backstory of my first ever game, Glosh. The day was May 9th, 2025, when I started programming this little game. I used this as a placeholder character. I started programming, and all of a sudden he could move left, right, and jump. After that, I started building the first ever level. After that level was built, that was it. That was the first ever version of the game. I sent it to some friends and they were like, wow, that's cool, I guess. And so I knew I had to lock in after that. The first 3 updates were quality of life and, of course, lots and lots of bug fixes. But then it was on to the 4th update. The 4th update was huge. That update added 2 new levels that were much harder than the previous one, plus settings to turn off the awful music that I added, a setting to turn off that awful less effects that I added. I also added a timer that you could play to time yourself, of course, and then also a chance to have checkpoints. And then it was on to the Halloween update. The Halloween update added a new Glosh sprite, a new Halloween level that you first had to find through a secret, and a new track that sucked probably even more than the last one. After that, it was on to the final update. This update added 4 new secrets, 2 of which leading into new levels, and the other 2 secrets leading into new gloss sprites that gave buffs to the player. This update also included some small fixes, and finally the ability to go into full screen. That's right, it took me 5 months to figure out how to put a Godot game into full screen. But why did I call it Glosh? Well, simply put, my father came up with the name, and I thought it was super funny. That's pretty much it. After that, I kept Glosh as the main focus of the brand because, look at him. He's an absolute goober. Plus, Glosh Games just rolls right off the tongue. And it's GG for short, which I personally think is really funny. So that pretty much wraps it up. A shorter video for sure, but I still think it's a pretty cool video. Thank you for watching, thank you for coming along on this journey, and I'll see you in the next one.